Hi YouTube, this is TripleA Xray coming to you today from Taipei, Taiwan. So I'm traveling at this moment, so I'm not able to continue my regular series. So I'm doing a blah 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 episode today. That one is on you, young grasshopper. And yeah, going to create some X and Allies junk food material. So in this episode I want to tell a little bit more about myself and the place where I am. Also I want to give some more information about the channel and the things that I am planning to do. And of course I will do a shout out to one of the new YouTubers, and at the end I will do an announcement. So lately there's a lot going on in the YouTube X and Allies community, and I like what is happening. Not only people bring good content, but also people share more personal stuff. And on top of the list is Hunter Jones with his almost daily updates. But also there is the Factor and the young grasshopper who share the testimonies. And being a believer myself, I really like to hear that, and really gives me a double bonding with those people. Not only are we brothers in the game we are doing and the hobby that we are sharing, but we also brothers in the faith. So thank you for sharing your testimonies. Now, who am I? I'm of course TripleA Xray. I am 38 years old. I'm married for 5 years with my beautiful wife, and she really is the blessing of my life. And the joy of my life is my beautiful 4-month-old daughter. And yeah, she can really make me happy. And if you are a parent yourself, you know how this feels. If you're coming home from a hard day's work and your child is smiling at you and being happy to see you, then even the worst day in the office or the factory is worthwhile. Well, I live in Lelystad. It's a small town, a little bit north of Amsterdam. And this place is actually 6 meters below sea level. And that's why we also call it the sea bottom. I'm working here in a factory since last 13 years, and I had different jobs in this factory, and lately I'm a production manager, and I'm responsible for quite a few people. That's a very demanding job, so leaves me very little time to do other things. So that's why my episodes are not coming as regularly as I wish. I have a lot more ideas, but simply don't have the time to execute everything. Now, what is my connection to Taiwan? That all started in 2010 when I was visiting Taiwan for a business trip. I was here with a few of my colleagues, and then the first day our guide introduced herself to us, and I immediately saw I was a beautiful woman. And my colleagues who were with me started to make jokes because I was a single guy. So they asked her, "Are you single?" So she said, "Yeah, I'm single." Yeah, what started out as a joke, yeah, connected us two. That worked out, and 2 years later we got married. And to this day I'm very happy with her. Yeah, so now I'm kind of half Taiwanese, and for sure my daughter is. I think Taiwan is a very beautiful country. Now, what's the link between Axis and Allies and Taiwan? Actually, Taiwan is on most of the Axis and Allies maps. And for example, in the 1940 Pacific edition, you can see it. It's actually called Formosa, which means in Portuguese beautiful island. And if I'm not mistaken, in the setup there is a fighter stationed in Formosa. Now on the other side of the Taiwan Strait in the Second World War, Japan was fighting the Chinese, and actually the Chinese were a divided country. There were the Chinese nationalists, which are used actually in the Axis and Allies global game. They used their emblem, but there was also the communist Chinese, and they were not only fighting the Japanese, they were also fighting each other. So after the war, when the Japanese were defeated, the Chinese continued in their civil war between the nationalists and the communists, and the nationalists, they lost this war and they withdrew to Formosa. And so up to this day, the Chinese nationalists de facto control Formosa, which is called nowadays Taiwan. And on the other side of the Taiwan Strait, you have the Communist People's Republic of China. Now since 1971, the People's Republic of China is acknowledged by the United Nations, but still the nationalists de facto control Taiwan. But I do not really want to go into politics or much more in history. I think then the Hilltop Pillbox would have to correct me too much, because that's really not my field. But I thought it was a nice thing to share with you. Also because I see a lot of nationalist emblem everywhere that I recognize from the Axis and Allies games. So this week I'm visiting my in-laws, and they live in this government area of the city. And if I walk down the street, there's a lot of military material on display, and you can also see in the background this old piece of artillery. And actually this is a US made 155 gun, also called Long Tom, and also used in the Second World War. And I think in at the website of Historical Board Gaming you can buy the miniature of this gun for Axis and Allies, so you actually can play with it. Now at this moment with my channel, I'm in the middle of a run-through series of Axis and Allies Classic Edition, and if you like nostalgia, I suggest you check out this series. Myself, I'm quite new to the Axis and Allies community, so I have very little experience myself with the Classic Edition, but yeah, I hope you have fun watching it. I think I can show just the general principles of the game, and I think actually it is a very nice version, which is still played all over the place by a lot of people, even doing tournaments with this edition. So this moment I'm in the middle of the series, and the board can go either way to the axis of the Allies, so we have to reflect on what to do, both with the Axis and with the Allies, to see how to win this game and what are the opportunities. So next in my series of playthrough will be the original Axis and Allies Europe edition from 1999. But also I really want to make another episode that is a strategy series of Axis and Allies Revised edition. I've been thinking about this already a long time, and I have some ideas how to make it, but I did not have the time so far. But as soon as I have the opportunity, I will make this episode. Other things that I'm planning to do is making more customization episodes. One of my best received videos is about my painted map. I think that's a nice thing to do. I do like to do customizations and to be creative. When I made this video of the home painted map, I did not have any materials about how I made it, So I think it's nice with my next customization, and I don't think that will be a map. It will be too ambitious for the time that I have. But for the next customization, I will make as much materials in the process to take you along in the process. Now here's my shout out, and for that I have to wear my cap. I found it in the house of my parents-in-law. I think it's belonged to my father-in-law, as the Chinese national emblem. And the shout out today is for their Kuenstlers Den. And this guy is quite new to the community, but has been already very productive, making very nice videos with a high quality. And his customizations are outstanding, really worthwhile watching. And the funny thing about his videos is that he appears to be this very serious guy, but all of a sudden you get these funny voices going through the video, and yeah, this is really hilarious. So really worthwhile watching. If you are not subscribed to him yet, then I don't know what you're doing. Check him out, but after first watching all my videos, of course. Now, last but not least, there is my announcement. As you probably know, the 23rd of September there will be the Field Marshal Gaming Convention, and also Grasshoppers Invitational. And that is not my announcement, but what I do want to announce, that I want to organize an alternative event for people in the Netherlands, or people that feel that they are close by the Netherlands. So this event I will call the Sea Bottom Axis and Allies event. The purpose of this event is to have a fun day playing the game, but also to meet people who are also interested in playing the game. So maybe you get new contacts by coming to this day. More information about this Sea Bottom Axis and Allies event I will put on the website, on the forum of axisandallies.org. So check out the forum and let me know if you're interested to join this event. Now this was this episode. If the background noise was a little bit loud, then I apologize for that. But I thought it was at least a nice backdrop for this episode. So if you liked the video, then hit the like button and subscribe, and don't forget to check out the Kuenstlers Den.